How's it going, gents? Here we are, riding this thing today. BMW S1000R. I've got this as a loan bike. Had some issues on the this S1000R on the break-in service, so BMW have said we're going to replace everything, make it all perfect, but it'll take about a week or two. Need some parts from Germany, so they said have a S1000R until we get your R working, which is all pretty cool. I still love riding this bike, man. I forgot how freaking fun it is. It's such a good bike. You might also notice a little bit added quality here. We're running in 4K now. Got the new GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition. So yeah, testing that out. So yeah, I've got a 4K screen. I've got a 4K monitor, so bump it up to 4K. See how she looks. We're going to take this thing for a little spin. I want to do a comparison between this and the S1000R, the new one. So yeah, let's take this thing out for a smash up through the Dandenongs. We won't be flying or anything. Don't want to wreck BMW's kindly provided loaner bike. But yeah, I wanted to give a nice comparison between this and the 2015 S1000R, because I think this bike, the S1000R, with all the extras, the cruise control, the electronic suspension, all the nice things on it, I think this made it a better bike than the 2014 S1000R. But now that yeah, this is restricted as well. It's only, you can only rev out to about 8,000. It's a pretty new bike. I think now that the 2015 S1000R has a lot of these features off this bike, or off the HP4, so it has the cruise control, the DDC electric suspension. I do think that the S1000R is a better bike, but it's a much more closer comparison. Oh, I just went for a clutchless downshift. Damn it! I completely forgot I can't do that on this thing. That's annoying. That's one thing I'd really like to see on this bike, is the quick shifter off the R, the full up and down quick shifter, because it's a magical thing, that thing, man. Magical. Once you go onto it, I don't know if you can go back, man. Should be a nice test for the S1000R. Nothing too glary. Just nice cruising on the roads. This is what this bike is for, man. It's a bike that's got insane amount of performance, yet it's packaged up so comfortably. Like, BMWs are comfortable bikes. Even the S1000R is a supremely comfortable sports bike. You know, in comparison to a Ducati or a you know, something like an Aprilia or something, this thing is luxury, you know, heated grips, cruise control, nice comfortable seat and everything. It's just luxury. Testing out the 4K 24 frames a second. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I generally run in 30 frames a second. So yeah, 24, I don't know if that's going to be shit or if it's going to be good. I don't know yet, we'll see. Why am I putting my foot out like I'm on a supermoto? This bike just makes me... I get the wide bars, it confuses me. It makes me throw my leg out. I'm like, no, don't do that on this bike. It's 200 kilos. Just it goes down, it's going down. I've got the suspension on firm. It's in dynamic mode. I still love being able to like change the suspension like that. Something very dead there. But nothing but good stuff to say about the S1000R. I'll admit that it's not as terrifying as the R when you get right up in the rev range. Like, you can rev this thing out to redline and it doesn't really scare you. Like, there's a lot of power there. Like, a lot of power. Good, usable, freaking strong power. But it's not terrifying. Like, it doesn't terrify you like the freaking R does. When that thing, especially, I went to Phillip Island, which I couldn't film at, so sorry. A lot of people have been asking me, they saw on my Facebook that I took a S1000R to Phillip Island and run around the track, then you're not allowed to film when you go to Phillip Island. If you do a track day or something, even I went on the BMW experience day and they didn't let me film. There's no filming at Phillip Island. I don't know why, it's just their rules, their track. So I can't show you guys what it's like, but I will tell you that taking a 2015 S1000R in race mode and pinning it down the throttle up to 300 k's an hour is the most exhilarating thing you can ever do. Then that first corner that you know you can take really fast, because shit, Marquez takes it like at 1,000,000. Takes the balls and shit to take that freaking first corner like over 200, man. It's oh, it's good fun. But the thing I love about this bike is it's an S1000R. There's like so much of it is so similar, except you just got that extra comfort level. Shit, the thing goes, man. Like, there's other really big super nakeds out there, like the Super Duke and the Tiono, even like a Z1000 or something. But this thing is just so refined. It's like BMWs make such good road bikes, such good comfortable road bikes, and these days they're just making such stupidly good sports bikes. This thing just does it all, man. Suspension is in hard mode, the DDC suspension. It's not like you're riding naked. You're not riding it naked. You're riding a sports bike. Can't tell the difference. That's where I totaled my first car. Totaled off that corner right there. RIP Nissan Skyline. When I first rode this bike, I was very impressed with it. I loved the cruise control. Actually, it didn't have cruise control, but I like the idea of cruise control. I love the electronic suspension. I love the upgraded dash where it gives you your range and everything. I loved all that stuff, which kind of made me a little annoyed that I got the S1000R when there's this awesome thing that came out just after it. But the thing that kind of did it for me is that, you know, I ride sports bikes because I like the excitement, the scariness, and this thing is fast. Don't get me wrong, like, it's fast, but it's just not terrifyingly fast. And I know that's stupid. It's stupid. This thing's faster than I could ever ride it. Like, it's so much better than me. But it just doesn't have that really scary thing. Like, it really like a Panigale, 1199 Panigale. I rode it last night, and when it hits like close up to redline, it scares you. Like, it jumps. It like tries to get away from you. It's like you're clinging on. Whereas this, fast, but just never seems to want to hurt you in a way that, like, the S1000R or a Panigale, or I can imagine a freaking H2 wants to do. I can imagine that thing is going to freaking scare the shit out of me if I ever get to ride one, which I want to. If anyone's got one in California, I'm coming to California in July. I really want to ride your H2. If I break it, I can afford to fix it, I swear. That's the only reason that this kind of disappointed me, is because it didn't horrify me. I know that's a stupid reason for not buying a bike, but that was my reason. And kind of the looks. I think the S1000R, it looks better because it looks like a traditional super sport. For a naked, I think this thing looks awesome. I love the look of it. I mean, the last week I've had it, I especially like this white one. I really like this new white one with the grey panel on the side. I've been taking pictures of this bike everywhere I park it. I've been taking pictures of it, like, and posting on Facebook and Instagram, and I guess getting like 1,000 likes on Instagram. So people do like the look of this bike. Like, I'm going to get off and show you the front headlight, which I think looks awesome. I think it looks like, I just rode this to my parents' house, this bike, and my dad says it looks like Terminator because of the circly one eye. I think it looks like the medieval Notre Dame guy lived in the freaking in the church. It's like a bit of a hunchbacky kind of ogre man, but it looks tough. I think it looks good. How cool does that look? I think it looks cool, man. Different, very different. I like how from here on you've just got freaking straight up S1000RR, except for a little bit of change in the fairings at the bottom. Like literally, if you cut it there, it's just straight superbike. And even from here, it's straight superbike. But it's just this. That's the whole difference. That's it, and it just makes the bike just a completely different bike. Comfortable. That seems ultra loose. I know it's a rubber mount, but that's, I don't know, man. Yeah, so I want to get back to comparing this to the I want to get back to comparing this to the 2015, because I've compared it to the 2014, and I think it was a better bike than this was a better bike than the 2014 S1000RR. I didn't say, well, I think the S1000RR looked a little better, and it was a bit scarier in performance, but everything else, I think this was the better bike. I wouldn't have told you that because I had a 2014 back then. You know, I can't say it's a better bike than my own bike, then I'd look like a fool, wouldn't I? But now I can tell you that it's a better bike. What I will say though is I think the 2015 S1000RR has overtaken this. It comes with all the nice features of this thing, plus adds on the up-down quick shifter, the insane performance. It even has very similar torque. See, this bike had a lot more torque down low because of its tuning than the old S1000RR. But this, no, but the new one, the so confusing. 2015 S1000RR has much better low down torque, that it actually feels very close to on par the torque level of this, but keeps ramping up and just gets better and better and better, whereas this trails off and then hits the limiter quite a bit earlier. Another thing I'll say about the 2015 S1000RR is that the stock exhaust on the 2015, as I've said before, is amazing. It's just the best sounding stock exhaust there's ever been. It's amazing. This stock exhaust is pretty good. It's got a little bit of a, I'm gonna make it do it. It's got a bit of a crackle. You can hear it. It's got a little bit of that crackle. They just went nuts with the crackle on the 2015 S1000RR. It's mental, man. Like, it's so much crackle and backfire and everything. It's awesome. I love it. One thing that they have dialed in really nicely with this beast is that the like, take my KTM for example. Let's just go a bit of cruise control. Take my KTM. Whoa, what the frick was that? A rock or something. My KTM is super fast, up to about 100. Very, very fast. That 690 motor is, wow, it's like a freaking hand grenade, man. But it's very difficult to get off the line on the road on the 690. That thing just wants to wheelie and just gets all messed up and everything when you try and gas it up the line. This thing is so composed, you know, for having bigger handlebars, you'd think it would wheelie like anything, like you wouldn't be able to keep the power down. But I think with the suspension, especially the electronic suspension, I swear it does something with the back suspension that stops it from trapping and stops it from lifting up. Like, it must stiffen it up a lot. And you can get this thing off the line fast, man. I was out riding with my mate. He's got an 1199 Panigale, and we're giving it a bit of a gas off the lights and stuff, and I swear he couldn't keep up with me. He'll tell you something different. He'll tell you that, I wasn't watching, man, I was looking at some girls on the side or something. I know he was trying, and this thing had him beat, I reckon, man. This thing is fast off the line, really fast. We'll even take a picture for the thumbnail. That's what we'll do. This is where I used to take my R32 GTR Skyline here. It's freaking couple, man, all lovey-dovey. Get lost, mate. Let's try and crop them out. I really like its all white colour scheme, just with the flat grey here. I think that looks really nice. This has got the stock exhaust on it. The last one I took out, I think it had the Acra on it. They sound pretty much the same. I think the Acropovic looks better, but they sound pretty much the same. I still feel like that it feels a little bit exposed, that projector headlight. There's no cover on it at all. I don't know how it would handle a rock coming into that. Might be GG projector light. So yeah, there's a little brief video about the S1000R. S1000R review is coming. Obviously, I've got to wait for my bike to get back. It's still at the dealership. When I get it back, we have the 4K camera now, so I can make a nice review in 4K. A lot of you guys don't want, some guys are saying like, oh, don't do 4K, do 60 frames a second. I don't like 60 frames a second. I think it looks good when you slow it down, but just standard 60 frames a second, I'm not a huge fan. So I don't know, maybe it's got to grow on me or something. Maybe I need to watch more videos at 60 frames, then I might get into it. But right now, I don't know, man. It just doesn't look realistic to me. Maybe too realistic. I don't know what it looks like, but right now I'm just trying to try out the 4K. I got a 4K monitor and stuff, so I really want to try and edit with 4K and see what it's like. We'll see about the 60 frames to come. So right now it'll be 4K, 24 frames a second. See what that's like. Then we might do some testing of 60 frames and stuff later on. But yeah. Double R video is coming out soon. As much as I like this bike, Double R beats it. I want to get back on it. I freaking love this Double R, man. I want to make my big review. I want to tell you all the cool features. I want to show you everything. I want to show you launch control. I want to put my old GoPro 3 near the quick shifter. Show you how the quick shifter works when you're actually using it, because it's like magical, man. I want to capture the magic. But yeah, I'll show you. I will show you. Coming soon to a Riding with Tom near you. Peace out, A-Town. I'll still wheelie at the start. Okay, wheelie, oh shit. Whoa, whoa, there's a realistic wheelie right there. A real Riding with Tom wheelie. No, I haven't stacked it that bad.